Hey, how you going? Welcome to my lesson. Now today we're going to look at BIDMAS. Now I don't care if you call it BIDMAS, BODMAS, BIMDAS, whatever. PEDMAS. PEDMAS is a common one as well that they also call it. BIDMAS. Brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. It's the order of operations, and this is vital because whether you're actually working something forward and you're substituting into an equation and using this to figure out when to do what, or whether you're solving an equation and you're reversing this to figure out when to get rid of what, you got to know this. Okay, so it stands for brackets. Brackets I do first. Indices. Indices are exponents. X squared, 2 squared, x squared, 2 to the power of 3, stuff like that. Okay. Also, when you start getting really advanced, 25 to the half, yeah, for those year 10s and year 11s, okay. Division, you know what division is, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, okay. That's the order of operation. This is the way you remember it. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of things and see the way that we do this. Right, so first example, 2c plus 3. Right, so this is my first example, 2c plus 3. Okay, and I'm going to substitute, let's make c equals 5. c equals 5. Alright, so looking at the substitution, we know we have to substitute in brackets. So I'm just going to replace this. 2 brackets, alright, c equals 5, 5, oops, wrong color, plus 3. Okay, so there is my substitution immediately. Now I look at this and say, okay, great, what do I do first? Well, I run through BIDMAS. Have I got brackets? I do, but there's nothing really going on in the brackets. Okay, indices, no powers, no exponents there. Division, no division. Multiplication, yep, I got multiplication. 2 times 5. So I do that part first. 2 times 5 plus 3. Just leave that there for now. You don't have to use it immediately. Okay, just bring it down and let it float there. Do one step at a time until you get really confident at this. If you're grade 10, grade 11, you maybe even in grade 9, you're looking at this, you go, ah, piece of cake, 13. Alright? But if you're not, go slow. There's no rush for this. Now I move through again, starting at the beginning. You need to just start at the beginning, I would suggest, every single time, so you can double check that I haven't now added something that I need to fix. Okay? There's nothing there, there's only addition, so I just do addition. 10 plus 3 is 30. Done. Alright, okay. Let's look at another example. Another example, 5h squared, where h is 3. Okay, so I'm just going to move him for now, and don't. That happens. Okay, so 5h squared, where h equals 3. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute for h. I'm going to put in h in there. So I've got 5, substitute for h. Use colors, make your work look beautiful. 3. Okay. Alright, 5h squared, where h is 3. Done. So, oh, I forgot the squared. There we go. So now I run through this and I say, okay, BIDMAS. Is anything happening in the brackets? No, not really. There's nothing. It's just 3 inside the brackets. Now, indices. Yeah, there's an index. There's an index. That 2 is index. It means 3 squared. 3 raised to the power of 2, 3 times 3. Okay? So I do that first. 5, and I'm going to put in the multiplication sign so you can see what I'm doing. Times 3 times 3 is 9. Are you with me? Okay, so that's the part I do first. Not 5 times 3, then squared. 5 times 3 is 15. Squared is, what's 15 squared? 225, if I'm right. Okay. So you don't want 225. Okay? 5 times 9, 5 times 9 is 45. 45. Okay. So, order of operations. Index first, then the multiplication. Okay? So, the answer to this, 45. Alright. Let's do another 2. Just have to do the magic of technology and turn the board over. Bada bing. Okie dokie. Alright, so now let's take a look at the next one. Next one, 4d squared minus 6, where d is 3. So here's the example, e.g. 4d squared minus 6, where d equals 3. Okay, so first step, please don't get lazy. Don't get lazy and leave this out. This step is vitally important. Whether you're working in maths, whether you're working in science, and whatever. Show your substitution, because it's very common that you make a small mistake like substituting the wrong thing, especially if it's decimal. Getting the decimal slightly wrong. Substituting without the negative, if it is a negative number. Small mistakes. And if you show your substitution, at least then whoever's looking at your work or marking your work can actually follow what you're doing. Okay. So, I'm going to substitute 3 squared minus 6. So, BIDMAS. Brackets, indices, Division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Nothing happening inside the brackets. Index, yes, there's an index. 3 squared is 9, so I do that first. 4 times 3 squared is 9 minus 6. Start again. Brackets, indices. No brackets, no indices. Division, no division. Multiplication, yeah, there's a multiplication there. 4 times 9 is 36 minus 6. Alright, now, yada yada yada, there's nothing else there. 36 minus 6 is 30. Done. Are you with me? Okay. You have to do it in the correct order of operations. It's not 4 times 3 is 12 squared is 144. That's not correct. The 3 squared is by itself. Alright. And then last one, 2 brackets 3b minus 7a all squared. Ah, fun. Alright, so last example, e.g. 2 brackets, what did I say, 3b minus 7a all squared. 3b minus 7a all squared. Okay, and we want b equals, what do we want b to equal? B equals 6 and a equals 2. B equals 6 and a equals 2. You see me looking down there all the time. I've got my notes up just to make sure that I don't do something weird. Okay. Alright, so let's do the first substitution. So I've got 2 brackets, 3. I'm going to replace b with the number 6. 6. Do it in brackets. Trust me with this. Minus 7, and I'm going to replace a. Now I want to color code this so you can see it. I want to replace a with the number 2. Okay. All squared. Everyone with me? Right. So that's the first step. Second step. 2. Now, I'm looking inside the brackets. I'm looking at this, I'm saying, okay, great, I've got brackets. I have to do the brackets first. So let's go into the brackets. Now, inside the brackets, I'm saying, right, inside the brackets, start from BIDMAS again. So, are there brackets in the BIDMAS? Yes, but there's nothing happening there. Is there multiplication? Yes, there's multiplication there. 3 times 6 is 18. Right. And now, careful here. Negative 7 times 2. A negative times a positive is a negative. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. You all still with me? Right. Okay, so that's the first step. Now I do BIDMAS again. Is there anything happening? Yeah, I can do inside the brackets. 18 minus 14. This is happening first. I'm going to do this first. So that 2 just stays there. There's the bracket. That square stays there. I haven't been able to get out of the bracket yet. I'm still stuck inside it. Okay. So 18 minus 14, well that's easy. That's 4. Right. Now I can start saying, okay, BIDMAS again. Anything inside the bracket? No, nothing inside the bracket. Just a 4. Okay. I've managed to whittle this down just to 1 4 inside the back bracket. Okay. Now I go, okay, index. Is there any indices? Yes, there is. So I do that next. Okay, I'm going to carry on over here. You would carry on underneath. 2, 4 squared is 16. Are you with me? Okay, 2 times 16. 2 times 16 is 32. And we're done. Okay, please be careful of that. Alright, order of operations is vital. It is vital. It doesn't matter if you're doing year 7 work where you're substituting into here, year 8 work where you're substituting into something slightly more complicated, year 8, 9, you should definitely be able to do this by year 9. Okay? Or when you're talking about year 10, 11, 12, when you're substituting into differential equations. It doesn't make a difference, okay? You need to be able to substitute and work out BIDMAS. BIDMAS always works, without exception. Right. There's more on the blog, there's more underneath. Remember, I'm here for you.